always the case. I've worked with the homeless. I've worked with the homeless in Utah. One time I found myself really in a kind of low place in Utah while serving in the Air Force. And so there was a young lady who was she was already doing volunteer work at the homeless shelter, at the local homeless shelter in Utah. But every week she would try to get more folks involved. She only had like maybe 4 or 5 people at the time, a group of folks that would actually use up their lunch hours to go down to feed the homeless, help to feed the homeless. So I found myself kind of a dark place, a low place. And so I was like, whatever. I said, I might as well give it a try. Lo and behold, man, when I stood in that line and saw those people coming through the line and saw mothers in the line with babies and baby strollers, it just shocked me. It shocked me to the core because, I've heard of homeless, but I had never been that close to homeless before. But what I saw and heard, because I began to volunteer more and more, it got to where I was volunteering like 3 times a week, from 0 to 3 times a week, like every Tuesday, Thursday, I think sometimes on a Friday or something like that. It got to the point where I would go down, I would volunteer, and I'd get to know the folks. I would go home in my closet. I would find things I didn't know I didn't need, like shoes and clothes. Man, I empty out this stuff, take it in my car, take it down there, give it to them. If I had money, extra money, I give it to them. Food, whatever, man. Yeah, because in that moment, I realized that there was something much bigger than my own little problems of being just a little dark place. There were people out there that are living in dark places every day, and not because they want to. When I saw the lady with the baby in the stroller riding by, that just tore me up, man. That just really broke my heart. And it even got to the point where I began to look at the food that they were serving the homeless down there. It was pretty decent food. It was decent food. All food that was, I think, it was given to them, volunteered to them, from local stores and companies, things like that. And they make things with it. They had homeless guys actually cooking the foods, and the homeless guys were actually good chefs, man. They actually did some things. They could take and do some things with ground beef and vegetables and all sorts of things, and cook up good meals for the homeless. I got to know the guys, and I got to even watch their methods, and it got to the point where I even sat down and had one of the meals that they had, because a lot of people have stigmas about even the meals they serve at the homeless shelters. They think that it's bad food. I'm not gonna eat that. Man, that food was good. That food was good. I went back for a second helping. I don't know what it was. Some sort of beef with shredded beef with vegetables and a soupy base. Man, it was just so good, man. It was so good. But that taught me something. That taught me to never think of the homeless just in one category. They're out there for a lot of different reasons. Whether it's substance abuse, whether it's mental illness, whether it's economic situations, economic downturn, layoffs.